Welcome to Satvidya Java tutorials. Now we are in section 8. In this lesson we are going to discuss when we are going to use the wildcards like upper bound, lower bound and unbounded wildcards. In what scenarios we are going to use it. Here already we know we are going to use unbounded wildcards where we are going to represent it with question mark where you can send all the objects from the list, and also upper bounded wildcards we are going to represent with extends keywords where you can send all the subclasses, and coming to lower bound you can use the super keyword where you can access all the superclasses. So like this we already discussed about these in our previous classes. Now we are going to see the functionality how we are going to implement for these bounded wildcards. Now let's go to the Eclipse here, and we know we have classes like vehicle, water vehicle, merchant ships, gasoline and the ships. So here I have created a methods in the gasoline like some of fields, and also I'm passing the ship into the superclass using the super keyword where my superclass is here I'm going to capture that ship number and I'm going to get with the getter and getter methods. And coming to water vehicles, we know we have booking classes, and in vehicle we have start and stop classes. In this example we are going to most concentrate on the ship method in order to demo our bounded wildcards. So here we have a main method and the ships method. So first let's talk about unbounded. Unbounded means where we can pass. So when are we going to use unbounded means if you know that you are going to access all the list variables through an object for the display purpose, then usually we go for unbounded wildcards. So here is an example. If you observe, we have a display all ships method where I am going to pass the unbounded wildcard over here, and I am going to access it through an object element in the list through an object, and I am going to display that object. Now let's go to our main method. First let me save this. Then let's go to the main method over here and write the functionality. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a string first. That means I'm creating the merchant ships object, and I'm going to send the strings like 3 ship numbers over here. So I'm going to get all the ship numbers and I'm going to send it like a list to our display all ships class, unbounded class. Let me save this and run it. If we run it, then we can see all the ship numbers that we have sent through this object like this. Yes, 2001 IN 3004 UK 2003. These are the ships that we have listed. So well, everything looks good. So if you want to send it like an object, since here we are sending a string, but you want to send all the ships of the gasoline ship. So what we have to how I am going to demo this is here I have created another objects, that means each objects for 4 gasoline ships here. So if you observe here I have created, let me uncomment this first. Yeah, here if you observe here I have created objects for 4 gasoline ships, and I have created a ship object, and also I have created a list of the gasoline, and I am passing all the objects that I have created here to the list. And finally what I am going to do is I am going to pass that list to my display all list. So here we simply pass it the string, but here I am passing all the gasoline objects, like we have 4 objects here, and I am passing all the 4 objects to the display all ships. So this is our generic concept, right? So let me save this and run and see whether we will get those objects as a list or not. Let me run it over here. Now you can observe over here you got strings like 3 strings and the unbounded gasoline if you are working on it, the method. So we got all the 4 objects displayed on our stored on our list. So now let's come to our upper bounded wildcards. So here we are going to use upper bounded wildcards in category. That means here what we are going to do is, if you want to delete operations or some other operations in list, like delete or manipulate or update something, then we are going to go for upper bounded wildcards, where you can iterate this upper bounded wildcards. So now let me uncomment this functionality over here for the upper bound, and let me explain you how did I do this. Look at here. So here is the departure port. Departure port means we know whenever the ship departures from that port, we are going to delete that ship from the list. So in the same way here, the all the ship ready to go ships are listed over here. Then what I am going to do is, I am going to pass the ship number which is ready to go. Then I'm going to store it in some temporary variable, so that I can return it back to store it in our arrival list. So here I'm going to loop it using the extents like merchandise M and L. So here M is going to store all the list items one by one, and it is going to iterate it, and using the get departure port ship method, I'm going to check for equality whether it matches or not. If it matches, I'm going to start that vehicle, and I'm going to remove that vehicle from the list because it already departed. And then finally I'm going to return this stored, like means secondary stored object into our main method, so that we can store it in a arrival port list. So here what I am going to do is, let me save this and go to our main method again. So here if you observe, I am going to call the unbounded wildcards. So here what I did here is, here I have created, like I am going to call with the same method, same object like the we created over here S, because our object contains already 4 gasoline ships. So here this object I am going to departure port, I am sending this list, this 4 object list into this departure port, and I am trying to start this ship. So I have sent this ship number. So what happens, finally I am going to display all the ships over here. Now let me save this and run it. When you run, you can see over here, like if you observe here output, we know unbounded, these are the list exist. So whenever I send to the gasoline, so it is going to delete the ship, that means this is the ship with this number, so that got deleted. And finally the remaining list we have is this. So one ship got departed out of 4 ships. Now let's go back to our ship code over here, and let's talk about lower bound. So when we deal with lower bound, this is like out category. So when we are going to do is, we can only just, because we use super keyword and we are going to send super classes, here only you can access, that means you can only add out category. So you can only add into it, but you cannot iterate the list over here. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to uncomment this. Look at here. So here what I'm going to do, here is my list. So this is the list I'm going to send for the arrival port list, and this is the merchandise ship which is already started from the departure port. So that departure port, now I have to, when it arrives, I have to store it in the arrival port. So that's why what I'm going to do, I have created list and the departure port number, port ship number, and that number I'm going to add it to my list using this. And after arrival port, I'm going to display what ship got added. So I'm going to save this, and this display method exists in our merchandise ship. So now let's go to our main method over here and deal with the arrival port. So what we are going to do, so already our ship got started. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to create, I am going to this one, I am going to uncomment this Okay, here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list for the arrival port where I can store all the arrival ships in this list. So I'm going to send arrival port my list, that means where we have to store, and also I'm sending the ship already got departure from the departure port. So here what I'm going to do, finally I'm going to display the list that are available in the arrival port. So I'm going to save this and run it and see how it works. So here, if you observe the output over here, we know already one ship got departed over here, which is USG 1003, and coming to lower bound here, so arrival, what is that ship? It is a ship and that is a crude oil, and only the list what objects we have in arrival port, because only one ship came to the arrival port, we have only one object into our arrival port. Let me see. Here we are going to send another ship from the departure port and we are going to store it in the arrival port. So for that again I am going to next ship. I am sending next ship from the departure port. So my ship number this time is 1006, this number. So I am going to send this number and I am going to store that into our arrival port. Now let me save this and run it. If you observe here output, here already in our next ship we are sending this, so that's got deleted from the departure port list. So what is that number in arrival port? We got this ship to the arrival port, that's why we are adding this ship object to our arrival ships list. So like this you can deal with the wildcards in Java. I hope you understand how when to use these upper bound, lower bound and unbounded wildcards in Java. So in our next lesson we are going to continue with our generics concepts. So please don't miss it. Keep watching. If you like this video, please like and share to our friends who want to learn Java from basics. And please don't forget to subscribe. And for our notifications, please press the bell icon below. And for notes, please visit www.it.satvidya.com. Thank you.